Let's talk about your day-to-day work life for a second. How much of your time is spent on actual deep thinking, and how much of it is just, well, digital busy work? Today, we're diving into something that's more than just a set of tools. It's a whole new philosophy for how our software should work for us, helping us get back that precious mental energy we lose to all those pointless clicks. So, first things first, let's set the stage. We need to talk about a problem that pretty much every single knowledge worker faces. It's that feeling, that nagging sense that even though your job title involves thinking, a huge chunk of your day is spent doing things that feel, kind of mindless. Seriously, just think about it. How much of your brain power is just wasted on clicks? We've all been there. You're deep in a research project, totally in the zone, and then you kind of snap out of it and realize you just spent the last 45 minutes doing nothing but click, copy, switch tab, paste. All that brain power just gone. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. You're operating at this high level. Maybe you're in what they call a flow state, making connections, and then bam, your brain has to slam on the brakes and become this digital assembly line worker. That mental whiplash, it's not just annoying, it's brutal. It creates this cognitive friction that just absolutely shatters your focus. We're talking about this exact mind-numbing dance. The right click, hunt for copy, switch windows, paste, switch back. You do it over and over. It's more than just tedious, it's a quiet killer of deep work. It's like having a slow, constant leak in the tank of mental energy you've got for the day. Okay, so if that's the problem, what on earth is the solution? Well, it doesn't actually start with a feature or a button. It starts with a completely new philosophy, a whole different way of thinking about how our tools should behave. And it's built around a surprisingly simple and, honestly, kind of charming idea. And that entire philosophy is basically personified by this little guy. Everybody meet Pixel. He's way more than just a cute mascot. He's the unofficial and probably the strictest supervisor of simplicity over at Extenlabs. Which brings us to this core principle, the Pixel Knob Test. I love this. The idea is just so simple and so powerful. Is a tool smooth enough? Is the workflow so seamless and calm that it wouldn't disturb a knobbing cat? If the answer is no, it's not ready. It fails the test. It's a fantastic reminder that good software shouldn't be demanding your attention, it should be respecting it. This whole philosophy wasn't cooked up in some corporate strategy session. It came directly from the frustration we were just talking about. It was born when one developer who was deep in a research project realized they'd just wasted over an hour manually copying and pasting links and just thought to themselves, this is insane. There has to be a better way. And that one simple thought, there's got to be a better way, led directly to the very first solution. A tool that was designed specifically to tackle that initial chaotic, overwhelming pain point of wrangling messy hyperlinks. And here's the difference, plain and simple. You've got the old way on one side, tedious, you make mistakes, and it constantly breaks your focus. Then you've got the new way on the other side. It's instant, it's precise, and it's designed to keep you in that valuable flow state. The difference isn't just about being faster. It's about protecting your creative momentum. And this is what that philosophy looks like when you turn it into a tool. The Copy All Links extension is so clean. It gives you this precise control. You can grab only the links you can actually see, cutting through all the junk code, and you can sort them instantly. It's just a perfect example of how precision creates its own kind of calm. But, getting the data is only half the story, right? The next part is making it useful without creating a whole new chore. So with one more click, you can export everything into these perfectly structured formats, like CSV or Markdown, ready to drop right into your notes or your second brain. No cleanup, no reformatting, just pure, useful information. Okay, so the chaos of links has been tamed, but what about another one of those infamous productivity killers? I'm talking about that maddening cycle we all get stuck in when we're trying to learn from audio or video. The endless play, pause, rewind, play, pause. Well, this is the answer. It's called universal auto play and pause. And the big idea here isn't just about automation. It's about acting as a cognitive pacing engine. It lets you set a natural learning rhythm that actually matches how fast your brain works, instead of being bossed around by a simple play/pause button. And how it works is just so simple, it's beautiful. First, the video or audio plays for exactly how long you set it. Second, it pauses for a gap that you also control. This gives your brain that crucial beat to actually process what you just heard. And finally, the cycle just repeats, all on its own. It creates this predictable, totally stress-free pattern for learning.
You can immediately see how this would be a total game changer, right? If you're learning a language and trying to shadow phrases, or you're a student trying to get through a dense lecture, or heck, even if you're just transcribing an interview. This takes all the mechanical friction out of it, freeing you up to do the actual work.
So when you put it all together, you start to see the bigger mission here. This is all about reclaiming our most valuable and totally finite resource, our cognitive bandwidth. It's about seeing software not as a distraction, but as a quiet partner in your success. And this quote just wraps it all up perfectly. Software shouldn't be loud and flashy, demanding your attention. It should be quiet. It should be respectful of your time. And maybe most importantly, it should fiercely protect your focus from all those needless interruptions. So at the end of the day, look, this was never just about saving a few clicks here and there. Every single click you don't have to make, every interruption you avoid, that's a little piece of your finite mental energy that you get back. That's energy you can now put towards what really matters. The deep thinking, the creative work, the big ideas.
And that really just leaves us with one last big question. If you could actually get rid of all that mindless digital assembly line work from your day, if you could take back all that lost focus and energy, what could you do with it? With your focus well and truly reclaimed, what will you discover?